What chop are we gonna give you? I think a burst would look cool, just cause, I mean, it's still gonna be kind of like the same look from the front, but it's just gonna change it a little bit and we can still keep that blowout look in the back. Yeah. I think that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, I wanna keep the top like this, you know?
Cool.
Yeah, but I'm down for the burst, like right here. Yeah, I've never done it before, so.
It's your first time?
Doing a burst, yeah.
Like you just do tapers and shit?
Yeah, I usually always do a taper. I've gone low phase before, but I don't really like it cause like, my ears be poking out crazy.
Oh, bet. So you like basically keeping that like that blowout look and stuff, like that for it to puff out from the side a little bit? Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. I'll make sure to keep it low too.
Gotcha, thank you.
All right, let's get it, bro. All right, guys, to start this burst fade tutorial, we're converting this low taper into a burst fade. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach my 4-guard closed. To start off the foundation of the cut, we wanna know where our zero line is gonna end up. It's gonna end up around here, the middle of the ear, around over here. So the highest point I know is gonna be on top of the ear. So without removing too much bulk, I'm gonna flare up and then open. So that's the first step. Next thing, I'm gonna level everything out with my thinning shears. So starting on top of that 4. The next step, which is a really crucial step, is gonna be to figure out our guideline point. We wanna keep this fairly low because he does have the low taper. If we did the low taper, it would just be like right here. So we wanna keep the same structure of that low taper, but include it with the burst fade. And we wanna go around the middle of the ear right there. That's gonna be our other reference point. So now we can connect, and I'm gonna go up. And I'm using this trimmer on purpose because the blade is a lot skinnier. That's how you set that first guideline for a low burst fade. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and line up back and round it off. And fix this a little bit more once the burst fade is complete. But that's just what I like to do. Also with the C-cup area, slight little tap here at the top. Then we start here at the bottom. And I'm gonna curve my clipper, my trimmer, and then start detailing little by little. I'm just letting the machine do all the work. I'm just moving really calmly to clean up our work like that. The fade technique that I'll be using today is called the Los method. He doesn't use the 1 or the 2 guard. So we're gonna start with our 1.5 guard, and we're gonna go about 1.5 fingers on top of this line. So we wanna make sure that we built out this guidelines, how the first guideline is right here. So if it's this shape right here, wanna make sure and we make that same shape. This gets a little tricky because we are working with the tighter space. So we have to use our corners over our clipper. Next, I'm gonna open it and start working my way up a little bit to that 4 guard that we used. Then I'm gonna start closing it little by little. Now with the 3 guard, I'm just gonna flare up a tiny bit. We're trying to hit that 4 guard. Since his hair is kind of sparsy and it flares up from different directions, I'm just trying to work with this hair growth right now. I'm gonna open it. Now this is the 1.5 right here. We got the 3 and the 4. We're gonna bridge that gap with our thinning shears. And we wanna make sure that we decide to go in zones. So I'm gonna start here in the middle because it's the easiest to start. And then I'm gonna work my way to the left side. Next step, 1/2 guard closed. We're gonna go a finger or an inch on top right here with it closed, and I'm gonna just gently just flick up, flick up, flick up. So I gently flicked up a little bit. Now at the bottom, I'm applying a little bit more pressure before I open. And I'm gonna go another, about a finger on top of that. And then I'm gonna start closing it little by little, and I'm gonna work my way down. What I wanna do now is start with the lever open and work with it closed. So it's the same concept. The key here is honestly just to use the corners. I love these clippers too because you can actually hear them cut. So the louder the click when it's cutting, that means that you need to go a little lower because you're cutting too much hair. Also too, when you're working with burst fades, don't ignore the back of the ear because we focus too much on this side and we forget to actually cut this side as well. It'll come out a little bit more choppy. Lever's in the middle. Actually, it's 3/4 open. I'm gonna close it. Now it's middle. As I'm working my way lower, I'm honestly releasing some of the pressure on the clipper. So now we're gonna detail our burst fade. So we can go like this in between, or we can go above the ear like this, but I wanna target kind of like that area between the 1.5 and the 3. I think that's the most sturdiest part. The last step is gonna be to shave very lightly. So we want to create a really soft baldness. It's not going to be so bald, and we don't want to stretch the fade either. This is how to enhance a light C-cup. Want to get a little enhancement card. Want to get our airbrush. I applied 245 dark brown in here. Next we want to apply this, the outline, and we're going to start and spraying here at the top. I'll start here for us at the top. Apply a little bit right here at the back. Next, to add a little bit more sauce, we're gonna outline the C-cups and the back of the neck right here with our little white pencil. Very lightly. You guys don't wanna overdo it. If you guys do overdo it a little bit, you guys can just smear it with your finger a little bit. You want to go over it with your trimmer, but not too much to the point where it completely wipes out that white, but enough to the point where it doesn't look fake. I'm just gonna grab my straight razor, stretch the skin, 45-degree angle. I'm gonna add a little bit of sea salt spray. This non-frizz serum. Spray it through his hair. Throw a little bit of water on top as well.